Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam. As I said, I'm just going to repeat what Shyamali has said. So there is nothing new. So we'll just listen one more time. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Bharani Sarada, Bharani Saradi. Jaya Radha, Damodara Radha, Damodara Radhi. Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Krishna Balaram, Jaya Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannath. Jaya Paladeva, Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सदस्य श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नमाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। व्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय। पुण्य क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। समावेद भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you again for today's Srimad Bhagavatam session. So the slokas assigned today is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 1, text number 43, 44 and 45. Before we recite, just we'll pray to the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavadir Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtake Hare Krishna, these three texts, we don't have any purport, so we will not be discussing these texts, and we will discuss some other verse. So just we will read these three texts now. Text number 43. Brigu kayatyam mahabagha patnyam putran ajichanat dataram cha vidyataram shriyam cha bhagavat param. The translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sage Bhrigu was highly fortunate. In his wife known as Kayati, he begot two sons named Datta and Vidata, and one daughter named Sri, who was very much devoted to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Text 44. Ayatim niyatim chaiva sute merustayor adat tabhyam tayor abhavatam mrikanda prana evacha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The sage Meru had two daughters named Ayati and Niyati, whom he gave in charity to Datta and Vidata. Ayati and Niyati gave birth to two sons, Mrikanda and Prana. Text 45. Markandeyo Mrikandasya Pranad Vedasira Munihi Kavaicha Bhargavo Yasya Bhagavan Ushana Sutaha. The translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. From Mrikanda, Markandeya Muni was born, and from Prana, the sage Vedasira, whose son was Ushana, Sukracharya, also known as Kavi. Thus, Kavi also belonged to the descendants of Bhrigu dynasty. Hare Krishna. So, since these three slokas, we don't have any purport, Prabhupada has not explained these slokas. We will not be discussing much further in these slokas. So, we will we'll take up some other texts from Srimad Bhagavatam, which relates to today's, the importance today is the Tulasi Saligram Vivaha. So, in one of the purports, Prabhupada, and also in the text also, in the Srimad Bhagavatam text, the glories of Tulasi Maya has been given. It comes in Canto 3, chapter 15 and text number 19. So, we will read that text. Hare Krishna. So 3:15-19. Mandara kunda kurabot pala champakarna Mandara kunda kurabot pala champakarna Punnaganaga bugulambuja parijataha Punnaganaga bugulambuja parijata Gandhe achiti tulasika abharanena tasya Gandhe achite tulasika abharena tasya Yasmin stapa sumanaso bahumanayanti Yasmin stapa subhamanaso bahumanayanti. Krishna, devotees can repeat. Mandara kunda kurabot pala champakarna Punnaganaga Bagulambuja Parijata Kande Achita Tulasi Kabaranena Tasya Yasmin Stapa Subhamanasa Bahumanayanti Mandara Kunda Kurabot Palachampakarna Punnaganaga Bagulambuja Parijata Gande Achita Tulasi Kabarenena Tasya Yasmin Stapam Sumamanaso Bahumanayanti Mandara Kunda Kurabot Palachampakarna Punnaganaga Bakulambuja Parijata Gande Achite Tulasi Kabarenena Tasya Yasmin Stapasumamanaso Bahumanayanti Mandara Kunda Kurabod Balachampakarna Punnaganaga Bagulambuja Parijata Gande Achite Tulasi Kabaranena Tasya Yasmin Stapamana Sumamanaso Bahumanayanti. Hare Krishna. So the translation by Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Although flowering plants like the Mandara, Kunda, Kurabaka, Utpala, Champaka, Arna, Punnaga, Nagakeshara, Bakula, Lily and Parijata are full of transcendental fragrance, they are still conscious of the austerities performed by Tulasi. For Tulasi is given special preference by the Lord, who garlands himself with Tulasi leaves. Kindly repeat the translation. Although flowering plants like the Mandara, Kunda, Kurabaka, Utpala, Champaka, Arna, Punnaga, Nagakeshara, Bakula, Lily and Parijata are full of transcendental fragrance. They are still conscious of the austerities performed by Tulasi. For Tulasi is given special preference by the Lord, who garlands himself with Tulasi leaves. So the purport. The importance of Tulasi leaves is very clearly mentioned here. Tulasi plants and their leaves are very important in devotional service. Devotees are recommended to water the Tulasi tree every day and collect the leaves to worship the Lord. One time an atheistic Swami remarked, "What is the use of watering the Tulasi plant? It is better to water eggplant. By watering the eggplant, one can get some fruits. But what is the use of watering the Tulasi?" These foolish creatures, unacquainted with the devotional service, sometimes play havoc with the education of people in general. Let's continue. The most important thing about the spiritual world is that there is no envy among the devotees there. This is true even among the flowers, which are all conscious of the greatness of Tulasi. In the Vaikuntha world, entered by the four Kumaras, even the birds and flowers are conscious of service to the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salagaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhudale Srimad Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhudale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Idinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pashatya Desadarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So as I said in the Srimad Bhagavatam today, there was no purport given by Srila Prabhupada. So we have taken up this because today is the most auspicious day of Tulasi Saligram Vivaha. So we will be performing the ceremony late in the afternoon. So today is the most auspicious day. So I thought of discussing about this, and I have been instructed to speak about the Tulasi Saligram Vivaha. So generally, first we discuss about what is this Vivaha. So even in this today's text, in one of the texts, I think in 44 text, I think, Srila Prabhupada was, it was discussed about Adaha. Adaha means it's giving in marriage. And Prabhupada translated it as in charity, given in charity. So we know that generally it has been represented like this. So the girl has been given in charity to the suitable boy. So that was, it's always the Vedic culture, it's a ritual, it's performed. So sometimes this modern age, the so-called educated people, or even sometimes the Matajis, the women, they say that we are not a commodity to give in charity. So when it says the father has given in charity to this boy, so and so boy, so they take it in the other sense, think that are we a commodity to give in charity? So what is actually charity? When we say charity, charity means what we think, what we say, it's giving something to someone, and after once it has been given to that person, he will lose the right on that particular object. For example, if I give some charity to someone, then I cannot claim it back. So it's given to them. So it's once for all it's given. So then the so-called educated people, they say that, is it that I given to someone, then that means I lose my connection with my father or with my family, my father's family. So it is actually, it is not that sense. But we will just discuss it, some of the points in that one. So before that, just there are different types of marriage. So it's this is that we call it as Kanyadan. What we are discussing it as giving in charity as a Kanyadan. So Kanyadan is not performed in all the types of marriages in the Hindu ceremony. We have got around 8 types of marriages. It's mentioned here. Recognize 8 main types of marriages, with the highest being the Brahmin marriage and the lowest being the Pischacha marriage. These 8 types include Brahmin, Prajapatya, Arsha, Daiva, Ashura, Gandharva, Rakshasa and Pisasa marriages. So when we say what is this Brahmin marriage is, we know that before a boy gets into the ashram of Grahastha, he has to be trained properly in the Gurukul. As a brahmachari, he has to be properly trained so that he can handle the situations in the brahmacharya ashrama, in the Grahastha ashrama. So once he gets properly trained, the father of the boy, he thinks that yes, my son has got properly trained, he can enter into the Grahastha ashrama. Then the boy's family, they go and search for the girl, suitable girl. So they go and find out the suitable girl, and then both the families, they talk each other, and then they see all other matches, and then if everything is okay, then they enter into the marriage. So this type of marriage is called the Brahmin marriage, and there is no giving of any gifts or anything. There is nothing. So this kind is arranged between both the families, and here this Kanyadana it happens. And then the next one it comes is the Deva type marriage, wherein if no one has come to ask the girl, the parent of the girl, the parents of the girl, they will go and search for a boy, and then they give the girl in marriage to that boy. So this is the other way. So here also the girl will be given as a kanyadan, and again here also there is no gifts or anything exchanged. And the third type is the arsha marriage. So this one is if the parents of the girl, if they don't find anyone suitable for the girl, and then the father go and gives to some priest who performs the ritualistic ceremonies. So he gives to the priest. Then the priest gives some gift in return, not big things like just a cow or a bull like this. So they give. And next one is Prajapatya. Here again, both the families they agree together, and then they give in marriage, and they just ask the newlywed couples to enter into the normal life. There is no higher principles here, just only for the purpose of progeny. So they give in marriage. Then the next one is Ashura type marriage, wherein the boy may not be suitable, but what he does, he just pays some money to the girl's family, and then he buys. It's simply like buying the good, that like that. So in this case, the girl's consent is not taken. So just this is not a recommended one, but it was happening in previous days. This is Ashura type marriage. And the next one is the Gandharva type. Then the Gandharva type, here the families are not involved, only the boy and the girl, they agree together, they get married. And the next one is Rakshasa type marriage. It is abducting the girl. So the boy goes and fights with the girl's family. Maybe sometimes the parents also, maybe sometimes they kill, and he abducts the girl. Sometimes it is in the consent of the girl or without the consent of the girl also. And then the last one is the Pishasha. Pishasha type marriage, it is not at all recommended. This is like without the consent of the girl and even without her knowledge. Sometimes like giving her intoxication, getting married like this. So these type of marriages, there is no way there is any kanyadan, it happens in these marriages. So kanyadan happens only in where both the families, they accept together for the marriage. So when we look into this kanyadan, it is not just, as I said before, it is not just like the goods they are giving to the boy. The father, the kanyadan, what it happens is the father takes the hand of the left hand of the girl, and then he keeps on the right hand of the boy, and then there's other mantras, the suitable mantras are chanted, and the process is that the father is transferring the responsibility of taking care of the girl to the boy. It is not that he is giving away the girl, it is transferring the responsibility of taking care of the girl. So when we are transferring the responsibility, just it doesn't mean that we are totally relinquishing our relation with that girl. The father is not relinquishing, the relationship is not ceased here. If you take the example of the other words like Vidya Danam and Shrama Danam. So what is Vidya Danam means? Vidya Danam means giving knowledge in charity to someone. So when you give a knowledge to someone, do you think that your knowledge is gone already? In fact, the knowledge is increasing more, is it not? So when you give Vidya to someone, your knowledge is increasing more. So that doesn't mean that when you say Vidya Dan, your knowledge has gone to someone. Similarly, the Shramadan. Shramadan means giving some physical help, physical work to someone, doing some physical work freely to someone. So when you do some physical work freely to someone, does it mean that after that you will not do any work? Still you will do the work, isn't it? So this dhanam is not just, we cannot just simply take the literally meaning of just giving in charity. Here the dhanam, it represents the kanya dhanam, it represents what is the actual meaning of the kanya dhanam, it represents is giving the responsibility of taking care of the girl. So we know that before marriage the girl will be always taken care by the father, and after marriage the girl will be taken care by the husband, and then at the old age she has to be taken care by the grown up boy. So just it is not just the father and the daughter relationship is not going to be ceased here, but just giving the responsibility to the boy. So this is what actually the Kanyadan means. So now coming to our topic, today's Tulsi Saligram Vivaha. So why before we perform, we should know why we are performing it, isn't it? So if we don't know why we are performing, or if there is no benefit for us, of course we will not be doing it. So before we do it, or try to understand what is the benefit we will be getting out of it. So it says that the individuals blessed with a happy and prosperous married life. So those who are not get married, so they perform this ceremony, or they attend in that ceremony, so that they will be blessed by the Tulsi Devi, that they will have a happy and prosperous married life. For the health and prosperity of their husbands and family members. So even for those who are already married, if they attend to this ceremony or if they perform this ceremony, so what the benefit they will get is their family members, they will have good health and prosperity. And Tulasi Vivaha also marks the beginning of wedding session. So we know that all these 4 months we had Chaturmasa, we know that. So in the Chaturmasa, there will be no marriages were performed in olden days. This Chaturmasa is, we call it as the rainy season. So all the auspicious activities will not be performed other than the spiritual activities. So only the spiritual activities for our spiritual advancement it will be performed. But in the other way, when we perform any spiritual activities in these 4 months, our benefit is getting more and more benefits. So the actual this type of Lokik ceremonies called the marriages. So this will be performed only from this day. So the season it starts only from this day. So the Tulsi Vivaha removes obstacles from one's life and provides protection from misfortune. It is believed to help with material issues and bless childless couples with children. So those who don't have children, they attend this marriage, they perform this marriage, they get the children. So this is the benefit of attending or performing this ceremony. Okay, so then when to celebrate this? When this has to be celebrated? Tulsi Vivaha is celebrated on Dwadasi day, the Shukla Paksha during the month of Kartik. So now it starts now. Actually, this Tulasi Vivaha, it starts from the Dwadasi day. It is 3 days before. So the Vivaha, it can continue until today. So those days they perform these marriages in sometimes 3 days, sometimes 5 days also. So the Vivaha, it ends on this Kartik Purnima. Today is the Kartik Purnima, so it ends this day. In some places it is celebrated for a period of 5 days, ending on the full moon day of the Kartik month. The actual day of Tulsi Vivaha differs from one region to another. Okay, so now we understood why we have to perform Tulsi Vivaha and when we will be performing this Vivaha. Now let us understand who is Tulsi Maya actually in reality. So the meaning, the word meaning, the Tulsi, the meaning of this is matchless and immeasurable. So matchless and immeasurable doesn't mean that just only her physical appearance. Though Tulsi Maya was very beautiful in Golok Vrindavan, but still the attitude or her service attitude, service responsibilities to serve Krishna is unmatchable. So she is so fond of serving Krishna in Golok Vrindavan. So that's why the name, the Tulasi, it means immeasurable or matchless. So in Golok Vrindavana, Tulasi Devi is non-different from Gopi named Vrinda. So we know that whenever the Lord appears in this world for performing Leelas, the Lord comes along with his eternal associates. So like this, when the Lord came here and all this, what we are performing here, this Tulasi Vivaha, it's all the personalities are there, the eternal associates of the Lord, and they come along with the Lord to take part in the pastimes of the Lord. So here Tulasi Maya is none other than Gopi Vrinda in Golok Vrindavan. So who is Gopi Vrinda? She is an expansion of Radha Maya. So we all know the Lord Sri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, and then he expands himself for several avatars, several incarnations. All the incarnations, Vishnu Tattvas, everything is coming out from Krishna. So similarly, all the feminine personalities, they come from Srimati Radhamaya. So Tulsi Maya, who was Vrinda Devi in Goloka Vrindavan, she is nothing but the expansion of Radhamaya. And Tulsi Maya and Radhamaya, they have very deep attachment to each other, and Radha has got great reverence, attachment to Tulsi Maya also. So she is one of the Sakhi, and she leads a group of Sakhis, and she is serving under Vishaka Gopi. So that Sakhi group name is called Dutika Sakhis. The Dutika Sakhis, what the service they do is passing the messages between the divine couples. So this is the service they were doing. So Tulsi Maya, she is eternally serving in Golok Vrindavana to Radha and Krishna under Vishaka Sakhi. So now the past time what it happened there in Goloka, the curse in Goloka. So again it's a big question mark. We think that in material world we have all these curses, all these miseries, difficulties. But is it something there in Goloka also or Vaikuntha also? Let us understand that. See, in one day in Rasamandala, when Krishna was deeply engaged in the dance with Vrinda Devi. So Krishna was deeply engaged in the dance with Vrinda Devi, and in over ecstasy, Vrinda Devi, she got fainted. She could not take up that intimacy of Sri Krishna. So she fainted and then she fell down there. And at that moment, Radhamaya appeared in that place, and then she was not happy with the way Tulsi Maya, the Vrinda was serving there to Krishna, and then she got upset and then she cursed Vrinda Devi to take birth in the human form. So again, now we need to very clearly understand that the cursing is not just the cursing what we in our understanding here in this world. The cursing here, in this world, we curse each other, we fight with each other, we get angry upon each other. Why we do that is because we need something for our own self. If we don't get that and we get what we wanted, we get anger with someone else. But this anger or this cursing which happens in Vaikuntha or in the Goloka, it is not similar to that. It is similar. It is completely. This anger is transcendental anger. Let us take the example of Hanumanji. Hanumanji got anger, isn't it? He burnt the whole Lanka. Is it in Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? What does it says? Anger it starts from where? Kamayesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna Samudbhava. So the anger it starts from Rajoguna. So that means that this Hanumanji has got affected by Rajoguna or not? Is Hanumanji got affected by Rajoguna? No, it's not. Hanumanji didn't get affected by Rajoguna. In the mood of serving Sri Ram, to serve Sri Ram, he just showed this anger, the feeling of anger. Similarly here, this anger which happens in the transcendental realm is nothing to do with our material anger or material feelings. So this is totally in the mood of serving Sri Krishna. They show this anger. But Krishna, afterwards, Krishna consoled Vrinda Devi, saying that even if you are taken birth in as a human form, you will perform a severe penance and then you will marry me again. So here in Goloka Vrindavana, actually Vrinda Devi was serving Krishna. But now this so-called curse which Radhamaya has given, what happened now? Vrinda Devi is going to get married to Krishna's other form, the Vishnu expansion. So is it now we have to think that whether is it a curse or it's a blessings? It's a blessings. It's not actually the curse. But for our understanding, we say that yes, Radhamaya cursed Vrinda Devi to take birth in the human form. Okay, once the Radhamaya cursed Vrinda Devi, and then she went back to her own Kunja. Now Krishna came now here, and Krishna tries to pacify Radhamaya. So we call Upaya. So in Upaya we say that there are 4 types of Upayas. So what are the Upaya? First type is Shama, Beda, Dana and Danda. So these 4 types are there. The first one is Shama. Shama is just somehow or other make some peace agreement with the other opposing party. So if someone is fighting with you, how you can resolve the issue is straight away don't fight with him again back. So the first step what we have to do is we need to make some peace agreement with him. Try to resolve the issues by discussing with them. So this is the first type. And then Sama Beda is, the second type is Beda is trying to explain them the differences, or what is the good, what is bad, you have to explain them. So then that is Beda. Then third one comes Dana. Dana is okay, give some gift to them. If someone is very angry, just give them some gift, try to pacify them. So that is the third type. And then the fourth one is only Danda. So try to fight him at the last. If nothing, all these 3 are not working, then go for the fourth one. So here Krishna, now this issue is that Radhamaya got very upset, she is angry now. So Krishna wants to resolve this issue. So he takes up the first step, Shama. So what Krishna does, Krishna comes as a very humble and submissive. See here, Krishna simply stood outside and as an humble submissive lover. As if an innocent boy, just Krishna came and he just kept his face very poor, and then he was standing outside the Kunja of Radhamaya. Whereas Sridhama also came along with Krishna, and Sridhama went inside the Kunja and then he was trying to pacify Radhamaya. But Radhamaya didn't even look at Krishna. They know that if they look at Krishna, their mind will melt. So Radhamaya is not at all looking at Krishna. And some of the gopis, they look Krishna, their heart changed. When they looked Krishna, their heart changed. So they went and told Radhamaya, please forgive Krishna, just let us go with Krishna. And some of the gopis who didn't see the Krishna's face, they are telling, no, you should not go to Krishna. He has done mistake, you should not go to. Like this, the discussion is going on, and Radhamaya was very hungry. She was chastising again and again Krishna. So Radhamaya started chastising Krishna badly. And then this is the moment, Sridhama, he went and he asked Radhamaya, please, you should not do like this. You should accept Krishna. You should forgive him and then you should accept him. And that moment Radhamaya got again, because see, now Krishna took up the first step as Sama. Whereas here Sridhama, he straight away went and argued with Radhamaya again. So he took directly the fourth step of Danda. So when he took the fourth step, Radhamaya got more upset, and then she cursed even Sridhama also. You also take birth in the human form. So you take birth not in the human form. She is cursing him as to take birth in the demonic form. So she says that she cursed Sridhama to born among the demons who hardly believes in love and who have almost no emotions. See, you are talking without any emotions. You don't know what is the love. So you take birth in the demonic family. So that's how Radhamaya cursed Sridhama also. So now the next, what happened in the material world. So in the material world, how Srimadi Tulsimaya appeared. So there is a Daksha Savarani. So he is one of the Manu, which now presently we are in 7th Manvantra. We know that. Vaivasvata Manvantra. So the next Manu who is going to take up is this Daksha Savarani Manu. So this Daksha Savarani Manu, his son is Dharma Savarani, and his son is Vishnu Savarani, and his son is Raja Savarani. So all this family lineage, they are all very devoted to Lord Sri Krishna and Vishnu. They are very devotees. But Raja Savarani's son, Vrisadvaja, he was fanatically devoted to Lord Shiva. So what is the meaning of that? Fanatically devoted to Lord Shiva. Is it something wrong to be as a devotee of Shiva? Is it something wrong to be a devotee of Shiva? No, it is not wrong. What we say now, Vaishnavana Meta Sambho. Shiva is the topmost of Vaishnava, and becoming a devotee is more glorious, isn't it? Gopi Bharta Padakamalayur Das Anudas. So if we are devotee, then it is more glorious. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is glorifying that. So then if you are becoming a devotee of Lord Shiva, it is not to be condemned. It is the glorious thing. But the problem is, if you don't have that philosophy, who is Lord Shiva, and then if you just fanatically just becoming a devotee of Lord Shiva, then that is the problem comes. So this Vrisadvaja, he thinks that Shiva is the supreme, and he he just stopped all the worship of Lord Vishnu, Krishna, all the worship he stopped. So that is what the mistake happened now here. So everyone has been denied worshipping of Lord Vishnu. So everyone was getting, all the demons, all the devas, they were afraid of speaking against Vrisadvaja because he was so powerful, so strong. So everyone were keeping their mouth quiet. But one time what happened, Surya Dev, he went and he cursed Vrisadvaja that since you are stopping the worship of Lord Vishnu, you become devoid of all the opulence. Whatever opulence you have, everything will be lost. You will be devoid of all the opulence. Then the Lord Shiva got anger now because he thinks that why you are cursing my devotee. Then Lord Shiva took his trident and then he was chasing Suryadev. Suryadev was running here and there, and then he went to Lord Brahma, and then he took Brahma directly to Lord Vishnu, and then they came to Vishnu. And here again, you see, here again Lord Vishnu shows how we can resolve the issue. Lord Vishnu, we know that where the Chaturkumaras they went and then they had the issue with Jaya Vijaya. There also the Lord came out and then he was trying to pacify them. The Lord said, I take the responsibility of the mistake of my gatekeepers. So he was just trying to pacify the Kumaras there. Here again same thing happened here. Lord Vishnu is telling that, no, why are you afraid of Shiva? Shiva is so great. He is very calm. He is Ashutosh. He will be getting pleased very quickly. So why are you afraid of Shiva? Don't worry about Shiva. He is very calm. He will not harm you. So like that he was keep on telling about the glories of Shiva. And when Shiva came there, he was hearing all these things. When Vishnu was glorifying Shiva like this, then all his anger, it subsided completely. Now Shiva came and then, come Shiva, what happened? So this Surya Dev has cursed my devotee Vrisadvaja and he has lost all his opulences. You have to save him like this. So he just forgot what he came for, but he was asking, please help Vrisadvaja. Then Vishnu was laughing at Shiva and then said, my dear Shiva, you came here. Now half the moment has gone here. Now the complete dynasty has gone in the material world. All your Vrisadvaja, and after that so many people they came in the lineage. Now there are two persons there, Dharmadvaja and Kushadvaja. They are there and now they are praying. Now they are engaged in meditating on Lakshmi Devi. So don't worry, Lakshmi will bless them. So you can go back to your place. So problem is solved now. So Shiva went there and then this happened. Now here appearance of Tulsi Devi. So Dharmadvaja is in the lineage of Vrisadvaja and he is now meditating on Lakshmi Devi. So the Lakshmi Devi blessed Dharmadvaja with a girl child. So that's how it happened now here. However, the infant remained in Madhavi's home for 100 celestial years on an auspicious day on the moment when there was a full moon in the month of Kartika on a Friday she gave birth. See, today, this year we are so fortunate, month of Kartika and the full moon day, and today is Friday. Exactly the same day Tulsi Maya appeared. So because her beauty was incomparable, the sages called her Tulasi. So we have seen the meaning of the word Tulasi, so they called her the name Tulasi. Okay, this is how appeared Tulsi Maya in this material world. Now what happened to Sri Dama, who has been cursed by Radha Maya? So you know Kashyapa Muni, he had married 13 daughters from Daksha Prajapati. So one of the daughter is Danu, and they had a son called Viprachitti, and Viprachitti's son was Damba. This is what now Bhaktin she was telling about. This Damba is the father of Sankachuda. Actually there is some little bit, some places it is mentioned as Jalandhara, some places it is mentioned as Sankachuda. So this Dampa, he did a very big penance, very great penance in the place called Pushkara forest. In the Pushkara forest he did this penance, and then Lord Vishnu himself appeared there, and then he blessed with him as a son, and that the son is Sankachuda, who was nothing but Sridama cursed by Radharani. So it's time I will go fast. So after that, when Tulasi Maya appeared, immediately straight away she went directly to for the penance in the Badrikashrama. So she remembers, because she is called Jatismara. Jatismara means she remembers her previous life. So she remembers, so immediately she went for penances into the Badrikashrama for 100,000 years, it's mentioned. So it's said that first 20,000 years she was eating only fruits. Now we are eating only 4 days Bhishma Panchaka, it's so difficult. So just imagine 20,000 years she was taking only fruits. And then 30,000 years she took only leaves. And then next 40,000 years she was breathing only air. And the last 10,000 years nothing, just only simply standing on one leg she was meditating. And that is how the great penance. Remember in the first slide we have seen, Krishna has blessed that you would be performing a great penance and then you will get a chance to marry me. So this is the great penance. How much great penance here Tulsi Maya did here. So when Lord Brahma appeared in front of Tulsi, then Tulsi requested, Lord Brahma, please grant me that boon. I want to have that handsome and peaceful Narayana as my husband. So now let us see what Brahma's boon is. Brahma replied, O Tulsi, Sridhama was a partial expansion of Krishna due to the curse by Radharani. He is presently living on the earth among the Danavas. His name is Sankachuda. So the Brahma is explaining to Tulsi Maya that yes, Sridhama has been cursed by Radhamaya. He is in the family of a Danava as a demon. So he is also performing a severe austerity to get you as his wife. So you go and marry him first, and then by later on there is by chance you are going to get married with the Lord Vishnu. So this was the assurance given by Brahmaji. So here Tulsi Maya she says, yes, I accept you because of assurance you are given, so I will accept this one, she says. Yeah. Okay. Now the Sankachuda also similarly, he was also performing the great penances. Again, he went to same like his father, he went to Pushkara forest and then he was performing several penances there. And then he also has been blessed by Brahmaji. Sankachuda has been blessed by Brahmaji. So Brahma is given an amulet which is called the Shiva. He was keeping it on his neck, which protect him for all the time. It always gives him victory. It says that Sarva Mangala Maya. This is called conqueror of the whole world. So that because of that amulet, Krishna's amulet, it's been given by Krishna and handed over by Brahmaji to Sankachuda. Now Brahmaji is telling to Sankachuda, you go and marry to Tulsi Maya. So after that he came and then he married. So just we have to go fast because of the time. So by the Gandharva, we have seen the 8 types of marriage. In what type of marriage here they perform? It's a Gandharva rite. And then after that when he became the king, and then Sankachuda, he conquered all the 3 worlds. So all the devas were deprived of their possessions. So they were having no place, they were having no place to rule, no place to live. So again, as usual, they went back to Lord Vishnu, and then the Lord Vishnu assures them that Lord Shiva will fight for you, and then the Lord gave him, Lord Shiva, a trident. And also Lord assured to them that I will personally come and I will help you to kill Sankachuda. Now Sankachuda is living with Tulsi Maya, and then when the war started with the Devas, headed by Shiva, not only Shiva, Bhadrakali and Kartikeya, all of them they come together to fight Sankachuda, because they know that Sankachuda is not very easy to fight Sankachuda. So they came there, and then Sankachuda is now taking depart from Tulsi Maya. He gives some knowledge that you don't worry about this. So this is life, all complete philosophy here he speaks. Now when he came to the war field, Sankachuda is just paying obeisances to Lord Shiva. See, this is the quality of the devotee actually. So he is going to fight with Shiva, but when he came there, he was first paying obeisances. And not only to Lord Shiva, he was paying obeisance to Durga Maya, the Bhadrakali, and then Kartikeya. All of them they are blessing Sankachuda. And at the same time, Lord Vishnu came in the form of a old Brahmana, and then he came and he asked the charity is omelette when in the war field. Same like what happened to Karna, no? in Mahabharata Yudh, when Lord came and then he was taking the kavacha of Karna, no? Same like that. And again here he took that omelette, and then same time Vishnu took a form of Sankachuda, and then he went to Tulsi Maya's palace. Tulsi Maya, whenever Sankachuda goes for fighting, she sits and then she prays for the victory of her husband. When when Vishnu came in the form of Sankachuda, she stopped her puja and then she came out. So see, in both the ways, Sankachuda lost his energy. The first is, Vishnu has taken the amulet from him, and then he came here when Tulasi Maya invited Vishnu inside the house, she lost the chastity. So in both the ways, Sankachuda lost his strength, and then he has been killed by Lord Shiva. So when Lord Shiva killed, the Lord Shiva tossed the Sankachuda's body into the sea. So when the body went to the sea, all the bones of Sankachuda, it became the conch shells, which we are now using in the service of the Lord. So after that, it has been explained, and Vishnu was being cursed by Tulasi Maya that you became a stone because you are having no heart. You have cheated me, you have deceived me, so you become a stone. Okay, so here then after that, Vishnu has given the boon to Tulasi Maya that every year he will come and then he will marry her. Okay, so the benefits also mentioned here, benefits of worshipping, yeah. Oh, okay, Haribo. Okay, so this is the boon of Lord Vishnu. So just we'll see. Now you leave your earthly body and assume a spiritual body and be married to me. Be like Lakshmi. Your body will become a famous river known as Gandaki. Your hairs will be transformed into holy trees. They will be known as Tulasi trees. All the residents of the three worlds will perform worship with the leaves and flowers of this tree. Thus you, Tulasi, will reign as the best among the trees and flowers. So this is the boon given by Lord Vishnu to Tulasi Maya. So complete the body of Tulasi Maya, it became the river Gandaki, and then the hair of Tulasi Maya, it became the plant, Tulasi plant. So it's said that when any worship which we do to the Lord Vishnu, to Lord Krishna, it has to have the Tulasi leaf. Without the Tulasi leaves, Lord doesn't accept any worship. In any form of the worship, the Lord doesn't accept. So this is the boon given by Lord Vishnu to Tulasi Maya. To honor her purity, Vishnu blessed her to be reborn as a sacred Tulasi plant, promising to marry her annually in this form. Thus, Tulasi Vivaha is celebrated each year as the union of Lord Vishnu in his Saligram form and the Tulasi plant. So what are the benefits of Tulasi Maharani, worshipping Tulasi Maharani? The Lord Hari will not be pleased with the gift of 1,000 jars of honey as with one Tulasi leaf. You give 1,000 jars of honey to Lord Vishnu, he will not be pleased if you give just one Tulasi leaf. Offering one such leaf as a gift will bring the same reward obtained by offering millions of cows. If you just give one Tulasi leaf to Lord, what are the benefits you will get? 1 million cows if you just give in charity. If at the time of death one drinks or gets the Tulasi leaf water, one will be freed of all his sins and proceed to Vaikuntha. Anyone who worships me with this leaf daily will reap the blessings of 100,000 horse sacrifices given by Lord Vishnu. Whoever out of reverence gives Lord Vishnu a Tulasi leaf in the month of Kartika will gain the same benefit obtained by giving gift of 10 million cows. See, especially this is what we are always, on the whole month we were going out Damodara Yatra every house and we are telling the same again and again the same thing. So just by giving one Tulasi leaf on this day to the Lord's lotus feet in this month, what benefit we get? Just giving 10 million cows. If whatever the benefit you are getting for giving 10 million cows, that same benefit you will get just offering one Tulasi leaf to the Lord's lotus feet. So that is most potent of Tulasi Maya and also this month of Kartika also. It's both because of the potency of the Tulasi Maya and also the potency of the Kartika month. Because Tulasi was born on the lunar day of the full moon in the month of Kartika, Lord Hari prescribed this day for her worship. So this day today is specifically meant for worshipping Tulasi Maya. Whoever worships her on this day will be freed from all sins and go to Vaikuntha. So just simply worshipping Tulsi Maya today, everyone will have the benefit of going back to Vaikuntha. Okay. Anyone while worshipping Tulsi Devi chants these 8 names will get the same result as one who performs Ashwamedha Yajna. And one who the full moon day of Kartik, that is today, full moon day of Kartik, worships her with this mantra will break free from the bonds of his miserable world of birth and death. So just if you wanted to get liberated from this material world, today we need to worship Tulsi Maya with these 8 names today on this Kartik day, full moon. On the full moon day of Kartik, Lord Krishna himself worships Tulsi Devi with this mantra. So Lord Krishna himself worships Tulsi Maya. So what is that mantra? 8-word mantra. So Tulsi Maya ki jai. So this is the 8 mantras, the 8-word mantras. I request all of you can repeat. Vrindavani, Vrinda, Vishwapujita, Pushpasara, Nandini, Krishna Jivini, Vishwapavini, Tulasi. So what is the meaning? Vrindavani is one who first manifested in Vrindavana. And Vrinda, the goddess of all plants. Vishwapujita, one who the whole universe worships. Pushpasara, the topmost of all flowers, without whom Krishna does not like to look upon other flowers. Nandini, she gives happiness to everyone. Krishna Jivani, the life and soul of Lord Krishna. Vishwapavini, one who purifies the 3 worlds. Tulasi, one who has no comparison. One who remembers this mantra will very quickly attain the devotion to Lord Krishna's lotus feet. It's mentioned in Gita Mahatmya and Tulasi Devi Mahatmya of Bhatma Purana. So just reciting these 8 mantras, by just understanding the meaning of that mantra, we will get all these benefits. Vrindavani, Vrinda, Vishwapujita, Pushpasara, Nandini, Krishna Jivani, Vishwapavini, Tulasi. Hare Krishna. And finally, what our founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada says about Tulsi Maharani. In the Skanda Purana, there is another statement about Tulasi as follows. Tulasi is auspicious in all respects. Simply by seeing, simply by touching, simply by remembering, simply by praying to, simply by bowing before, simply by hearing about, or simply by sowing this tree, there is always auspiciousness. See, whatever Srila Prabhupada said, it's all simple things. It's not very big. Just by looking, having a darshan of Tulsi Maya, just by touching Tulsi Maya, just by watering, or just by sowing the seeds, or just bowing in front of Tulsi Maya, all the auspiciousness we will get. So is it something difficult to perform these things? It's a very simple thing, is it not? Anyone who comes in touch with Tulsi tree in the above mentioned ways lives eternally in Vaikuntha world. Nectar of devotion. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. Tulsi Maya ki Jai. Tulsi Saligram Vivaha ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So as we have gone through so many glorifications of this day, especially she appeared on Friday, full moon day, Kartik month, everything it coincides this year. Everything coincides this year. So please don't miss the opportunity. Come in the afternoon. We are starting the ceremony from 11 o'clock. We have Tulsi Saligram Vivaha. It finished by 1:30. So everyone should get benefit of this. Hare Krishna. So any comments, anything, any doubts? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. No, Kartik after the Uttana Ekadashi. Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Anybody has any doubts further? Or Hare Krishna. We thank the preacher, His Grace Krishna Prabhupada, for a wonderful class on Tulsi Maharani, which is very important for us to know all the facts, so that we can be more devoted to serve Tulsi Maharani as well as the Lordships. Hare Krishna. We will chant one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. A few announcements before we conclude the program. As Prabhu told, we have Tulsi Saligrama Vivaha starting very soon, after say around 11:30 it will start. Devotees are requested to come